Are you curious to know which countries are the poorest in the world? You will soon find out the top 25 poorest countries in the world, based on IMF Current Data via Afrokonnect. We will be looking at the criteria used to determine the ranking, the meaning of poverty, and the countries that make up the list. The criteria used to determine which countries are the poorest in the world vary depending on the international body or establishment in charge of the study and ranking. The Human Development Index, HDI, Gross Domestic Product, GDP per capita, and the Total GDP are some of the metrics that are used to determine which nations are considered to be the poorest in the world. First, as an illustration, let us consider the categorization that is provided by the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, based on the values of a country's Human Development Index, HDI. In making its determination, it takes into account the following three characteristics of the population: the average lifespan when a person is born, degree of educational attainment, total years of education expected, and years of study for the adult population, and gross national income of a country's population. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, uses a country's income as a criterion for its classification, which is determined by the value of that nation's gross domestic product, GDP, per capita, when adjusted for purchasing power parity, PPP. The UN and the Oxford Poverty and Human Development Initiative both state that poverty cannot be reduced to a single concept due to its many facets. The lack of access to financial resources is only one of the aspects that contribute to poverty. Other components include a shortage of food, lack of access to essential services, discrimination, social exclusion, and a lack of involvement in decision-making. The poverty line, which is measured in terms of monetary value and is established by the World Bank, consists of a minimal daily value, below which an individual is unable to meet his or her most fundamental needs. PPP is a method that was developed to convey the cost of living in a particular country, as well as to assess the purchasing power of a country, by comparing it to the value of a single currency, which is the dollar. This calculation is also carried out by the World Bank, which likewise makes its enormous database accessible to the general public. Gross domestic product can be used to categorize countries in much the same way as per capita GDP can. Nevertheless, this statistic has certain shortcomings, because it does not take into account the unequal distribution of wealth among the people. As a result, it is not an expression of the phenomena of social inequality, but rather the scope of the national economy. Here is a list of the 25 countries throughout the world that have been determined to have the lowest standard of living by applying the various standards discussed in the previous section. The data was recorded by the International Monetary Fund, IMF. 1. Burundi GDP per capita in United States dollars, 267. 2. South Sudan GDP per capita in United States dollars, 322. 3. Malawi GDP per capita in United States dollars, 397. 4. Mozambique GDP per capita in United States dollars, 430. 5. Sierra Leone GDP per capita in United States dollars, 470. 6. Democratic Republic of Congo GDP per capita in United States dollars, 477. 7. Afghanistan GDP per capita in United States dollars, 505. 8. Zimbabwe GDP per capita in United States dollars, 516. 9. Central African Republic GDP per capita in United States dollars, 521. 10. Madagascar GDP per capita in United States dollars, 554. 11. Niger GDP per capita in United States dollars, 567. 12. Yemen GDP per capita in United States dollars, 572. 13. Eritrea GDP per capita in United States dollars, 632. 14. Liberia GDP per capita in United States dollars, 646. 15. Haiti GDP per capita in United States dollars, 697. 16. Chad GDP per capita in United States dollars, 710. 17. Sudan GDP per capita in United States dollars, 713. 18. Togo GDP per capita in United States dollars, 758. 19. Gambia GDP per capita in United States dollars, 808. 20. Rwanda GDP per capita in United States dollars, 819. 21. Guinea-Bissau GDP per capita in United States dollars, 843. 22. Burkina Faso GDP per capita in United States dollars, 850. 23. Tajikistan GDP per capita in United States dollars, 851. 24. Ethiopia GDP per capita in United States dollars, 917. 25. Uganda GDP per capita in United States dollars, 971. We have now reached the end of this video about the 25 poorest countries in the world, based on IMF current data via Afrokonnect. A nation's nominal gross domestic product is yet another metric that can be used to evaluate its level of wealth. The gross domestic product, GDP, nominal figure is an expression of the monetary value of all of the products and services generated by a nation, over a given period of time, typically 1 year. As a consequence of this fact, the population of the country plays a significant part in this scenario. We hope you found this information useful. Please consider sharing this video and leaving a comment to contribute to the discussion. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, like and share this video.